Hey everyone, I forgot to film an intro to this video, so I'm going to give you one really quick right now. I've got my magic thinking cap on today, which means I'm working on something pretty awesome. So this will be the third video in my fall series. We've done the outside, I've shown you the fall home tour, and today's video, after I filmed all of the content, I actually had no intention of sharing it with you because it's a DIY art project and it turned out nothing like I had envisioned in my head, and I got really frustrated. And out of the mouths of babes, the girl twin saw it and she could tell I was frustrated with it, and she said, "Mommy, why don't you like your project?" And I just said, "Because it didn't turn out the way that I wanted." And she said to me, "Well, just because it didn't turn out exactly the way you wanted it to doesn't mean it's not beautiful." And then I had like ugly cry tears. So it made me rethink not sharing it. So I'm gonna share it because this really is a fun project that is very affordable. You can knock it out with your kids or grandkids and totally make it your own. So we'll get started. I hope you come away with some new ideas, and I hope you're enjoying fall. Thanks for watching. At the Millionaire House. Alright, so I just wanted to show everyone I'm already clearing things out for fall, and I wanted to I'm going to move these. My daughter created these for me, but just like at Christmas when I move them, I'm going to move them for fall and put something a little more warm and inviting right there. So I wanted to show you the area before. So these are all my supplies. I got this canvas on sale at Hobby Lobby, and then I got some stencils, and this is the color I will be using. It's a chalky finish. I saw this sign last year at Kirkland's that said "Hello Fall," but it wasn't big enough, so I'm gonna try to dupe it. For this project, you'll want to pick out your canvas size, pick out one that's going to fit into your area. You'll need some acrylic paint. I'm using Americana Decor Chalky Finish Chalk Acrylic Paint, and the color is Restore. And obviously you'll need a paintbrush. Okay, I'm going to stop the time lapse for a minute while I talk to you about what I'm looking to achieve here. So I found this is chalk acrylic paint, which I've never used before, but I wanted like a matte finish for the background because I want to put a little bit of shine on the actual letters in the word to pull some of that farmhouse feel out. So now I'm just going around the edges and touching those up. But the cool thing about DIYs like that I like to incorporate into the home is that it makes it feel just a little more, like you. So this is, especially this time of year, I will make sure to try to pull out, some of the kids' artwork that they've done, some of my own, to share it around the house. So let me know if you guys like these types of videos, and I can show you some projects that are fun to do with the kids. I've done those before on my channel, but they didn't seem to be that popular, but we've got a lot of new people here now, so I am happy to do that if you like. Not sure how long this will take to dry, so I'm gonna get my blow dryer out and just help it along, and then I'll go back through and touch up. I don't want too heavy of a coverage. Got a brush bristle in there. I want it to look like strokes, so I'm trying to take it easy here on the front of it. But super easy. That I did a time lapse, but that literally took 5 minutes, if that. And like I've never used this before, so I, usually with chalk paint a little bit goes a long way, but I found that I needed a little more than I thought I would on the top. So, but there's still plenty in here, so that's no big deal. Get your little 40% off coupon for Hobby Lobby or wherever you go and grab some. Okay, so that is pretty much covered. Now, when I paint on my island all the time, you should probably really have something to protect whatever you're painting on, but the paint comes off really easily on this type of stone, so no big deal. All right, let's get it dry. Okay, so you can see here that it's pretty much dry. I love this color, but you can see where I went a little bit too light in some areas and darker in some other areas. Sorry about the dogs snorting in the background, but it is what it is. So I'm gonna go over this again. I want it to look like there are brush strokes going through there, but I went too light there. So I'll go over it one more time, and then we will move on to the next part. You gotta go out, buddy? All right, and let the dogs out. Now I'm just applying a second coat of paint just to get everything a little more evened out. And afterwards, I put my dryer on a cool setting to blow the canvas dry. Next, I started laying out my letter fonts. I wanted this sign to say hello fall, but this is basically where things kind of start to fall apart. Hello turned out perfectly fine, but on the bottom I had the stencil letters and I basically spaced the F too far apart from the rest of the letters. Okay, so everything is painted. It looks really pretty. And so now I'm going to go over the next part, which is the stencils. So I purchased these stencils this morning, but I'm not really loving the font. I wanted like a cursive font for hello and just a regular print font for fall. And I wanted lowercase hello and uppercase fall. All the letters I purchased were uppercase, but I went to a site called freestencilletters.com and just printed out some. So I'm gonna trace these out first with pencil, and I highly suggest using a level to just make sure everything is straight. So I've leveled these out pretty well. My OCD really wants me to have both of these going straight, but in the one that I saw, the hello was kind of off and then the fall was straight. So I've leveled everything out as best as possible. Sorry, you can hear the kids. They're supposed to be quiet for me up there, but it's still their summer. So, all right, so I'm gonna do this and then get the fall traced out and then we will paint. I ended up creating my own yellowish tone just with some acrylic paints that my kids had in their acrylic paint kit. And then up top, the top half of the canvas was actually supposed to be left blank with just the brown paint that I started with. But the original piece that inspired me to create this piece just had a lot more depth and dimension. So I'm definitely not a professional acrylic painter, but I do like crafts. And again, I know the mistake that I made here, which was not spacing those bottom letters out correctly. So I filled the top end with some pumpkin stems that I had. And overall, like my little one said, it really did turn out beautiful, even if it wasn't the way that I wanted it to turn out originally. All right, so here is the finished product. I'm actually gonna add a little more greenery, like right in there, maybe right there. But this is how it ended up. So as you can see, it says hello, F all. And I'm glad I can laugh about it now. It's actually, it goes in the powder room in there, but it's so dark in there because there are no windows, so it's hard to show you. But overall, I'm so glad my little one was able to give me a different perspective on this. I hope it sparked your creative juices and that you can come up with something just as cool, if not better. All right, thanks for watching, guys.